Seconds out, delighted to be joined, of course, by our Siesta promoter, always thinking up new ideas. And this is why we're talking today. Tell me all about Kold Wars and how the idea came about.
First of all, thank you very much. Thank you personally, Danny, and SecondsOut for having me. I think this is not the first time, but definitely our first interview. So pleased to meet you.
Yeah.
And face to face, finally, properly. I mean, Cold War's been lingering around for some times. And the idea was up in the air before the lockdown. And we were kind of thinking gradually bring it in. But since the lockdown, it was a natural progression. And I had time to reflect and think in solitude and kind of imprisoned in my own four walls in my house, thinking, what can I do? Shall I bring Cold Wars? I felt like Cold Wars, you know, and I thought that would be a right thing. And also, it's just kind of cliche, the idea that it's Brits against Russians, two great boxing nations. I must admit, Brits a bit ahead in terms of professional boxing, but certainly amateur ranks. Russians are a bit better. So, and this concoction generated this idea. I thought, why not to fight each other? That will be brilliant. I mean, I'd say it's more credible than other Europeans fighting Brits. Definitely East v West. You know, I mean, lots of people like it. I mean, I think, do you like it personally? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a great concept. I think, you've got that national rivalry. It's something that gets past the kind of problems getting foreign opposition in for British fighters as well by taking the British fighters out to Russia for the events. But just let people out there know exactly how it's going to work. 'Cause it's 4 shows, 4 consecutive weeks. What will be the structure of the shows and the overall concept?
Right. So first of all, location. I don't want to announce location just in case. Just don't want to jinx the location. Let's say that. So it's somewhere in between London and Moscow, somewhere in the middle. It's in pavilion of the television studios. It's very nice. It's big and spacious. It's the first event will take place on the 9th of July. The fighters will arrive there about 6th of July. If the testing will be necessary, which I don't believe will be necessary because that country canceling the testing from 1st of July. And but imagine if we will have to test. I've got express testing ready with the hospitals. They've got the kits. They come out, they test them, and within 12 hours we will have all the results. If someone is tested positive, then we will find a substitute, which I will have also standby fights. It's about 2 hours, 30 minutes flight from London, give a little clue, which is very, it's approximately Spain, Portugal kind of distance. Very close. It's a nice small country, IT and tourism based, attractive women, lots of restaurants and bars. So it's brilliant. And they're buzzing. Logistically, it will be quite easy and straightforward. That country doesn't require a visa for anybody. Up to 20 days. If you've flown by air, you don't need any visa. So also very important part of me creating that event in that territory, because Russians would need either UK visa or Schengen visa to come and fight in Europe. Here, no one needs the visa. Very democratic and just right up my street, really, you know?
How many fights will there be on each show? And will it just be the Britain versus Russia fights, or will there be other fights on there as well?
At the moment, the first series of 4 events is strictly British fighting Russians. And our fair play to British fighters who stood up and offered their services. I was really pleased. And when they say, mate, we're ready for anything against anybody, don't care about Ruskies, I said, I'll give you 2 weeks. Think about it. So I send their opponents and everything. Russians as well, they are very keen to fight British. So it's nice. Very important thing is the judging and refereeing. I promised to the TV channel an absolute guarantee that it will be absolutely unbiased, and I will not spoil my own events by dodgy decisions. So give haters another topic to criticize my company or my business. So everything will be kosher or halal, depends what you prefer. And in terms of refereeing, and I'm really pleased, there will be natural judges, very neutral. I mean, I meant neutral from European countries, people I know. I will brief them and I'm going to say, guys, no preference whatsoever. I mean, this is what you see, that what you get, and that's what you have to give.
Will there be an overall kind of victor between the two countries? So whoever gets the most wins, will there be like a trophy for Russia or a trophy for England?
It will be the natural progression into the second series. And first of all, this is a very great platform for publicity, for people to get to know someone who doesn't get chance to fight on a bigger platform, like with Matchroom or Warren or MTK or so on and so forth. I'm giving them the opportunity. People who frustrated saying, I wish I could showcase my talent, or a cliche, I fight anyone. This is your chance. So if you prove yourself and you beat the Russian guy, not the journeyman from Watford, Russian guy, that's your credibility is much better, is great on your CV. And we are, as promoters, are interested to continue working. I will have, as a promoter, one fight option with every single participant. Okay. So basically, I call it win as you go deal, not pay as you go. Win as you go. You keep winning. I'm keep supporting you. You lost. You give me that option to give you another fight. Come back. I'm there for your services. If you want to go to work with someone else, no problem. I'm happy to part with you. But whilst you're winning on my platforms, I'm happy to facilitate your fights and therefore give you next fight. So say, for example, Russian guy beats British guy, you'll see him in the next series. Or British guy wins, you'll see him in the next series, probably fighting another Russian or Spanish or German. Depends where Kold Wars progress this time, you know?
Be like the Ryder Cup of boxing.
Yeah, yes, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But the format...
Brexit Cup.
Yeah, Russian outtake on that. Yeah, but the thing is, what good about this? I mean, if you take, say, a prize fighter or ultimate boxer, their format is non-conventional. Is 3 rounds, 3 minutes and stuff. Certain fighters, they never switch on before round 6. As you know what I mean. I can't deprive professional boxers and taking away the format where they're thriving for naturally all their life to fight. So I'll give you 10 rounders and I will bring title fights. And as soon as governing body is ready to cooperate, we will bring. It doesn't matter. Kold Wars could be having IBF, WBC, WBO, WBA fights or IBO. Kold Wars could have all British affair for the British local, whatever, Southern area titles or British title or English title. No problem. I'm fully open to that. I just want to kickstart. This lockdown thing, resuscitate this poor, breathless body of British boxing, you know?
Tell us some of the names of the fighters involved or the ones that you can say at this stage.
Right. I can say fighters. I mean, the Russians are already, there's 3 fights I'm still in negotiation with on the British side. I mean, funny because guys texting me saying, oh, can I announce? No. Let me, but now you're asking me, you really mean, Dan, to tell you. So I mentioned Dex Spellman yesterday on IFL interview with Umar. So Dex Spellman fighting against an absolute beast. He's fighting against the kid who is 3-0, but that 3-0, it's like a Lomachenko 3-0. So that fight is unbelievable. And Russians fighting challenge. I mean, the kid just beat someone 18-1 previously. In his second fight, he beat Dmitry Sukhotsky in the 6th round, who went to fight Adonis Stevenson. So that type of kid, we're talking 27 years old. His name is Ali Ismailov, new Russian prospect, fought a few times in the final against Dmitry Bivol, I believe, in the national championships. Very skilled fighter, but Dex Spellman will be an absolute deep waters for him.
You've given Dex Spellman to Umar at IFL, you've just told us. So who have you got exclusively for Seconds Out?
Right, okay. Seconds Out have Jess Smith fighting an amazing fight. Jess Smith fighting an amazing fight against the Russian super welter. An absolute cracker. Absolute cracker. That Russian super welter, his name is Alexei Yevchenko. He's like, do you remember Kamitsky, who used to be a breed basher? Sergei Kamitsky, the bald assassin, used to come and tidy up.
Didn't he?
Correct. And other matches, the bomber. Yeah. So he's done some tidying up in Northern England. You know what I mean? So Yevchenko, the kind of guy, he's a gatekeeper. He's more for welterweight. So is Jess Smith, by the way. So they're fighting slightly way above. I gave them benefit of the doubt because of pandemic. That will be cracker because both of them don't know how to go backwards. I'm telling you. So that will be fantastic. This is the kind of fights I love. And all of them pretty much on the par or thereabouts. All the fights within the series is 2 10-rounders, 1 8-rounder every show. In fact, the opening show on the 9th of July will have 3 10-rounders. Really good top 100 box rec rated guys going at each other and basically beating the shit out of each other, really. But I don't like that. It sounds very amateur.
Poster, you know.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
And how are people, particularly in the UK, going to be able to watch these shows? Right.
Okay. So I am talking to Amazon Web Services at the moment. I'm talking to big providers of various online broadcasting possibilities and facilitators. And I am gathering all information, and I have enough know-how now to bring it as straightforward, uncomplicated way of watching from every single device, mobile telephone, the laptop, TV, everything. So that will be kind of equivalent of OTT platform, but fully branded, and very soon I will announce that. It's just there's a fight, to be honest with you, between 3 broadcasters who wants to show it. And I'm kind of looking and I'm waiting for the offers, but my first thought is not even my financial gain, because I don't want to be fully out of pocket, which I will by putting all these events together. I'm thinking what is the best for the fan, because I have a bit of an OCD when I want to watch boxing. When I'm going and you need to mess around and put your full name and this and that and size of your penis and all that stuff. I can't be dealing with that. You know what I mean? I need to go straight away. Bang, go. I connect it. You know what I'm saying? And,
I'm not sure I've ever been asked for the size of my penis to watch.
I'm only kidding. You know, this is, yeah,
it's a novel way of doing things.
Okay, size of your foot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, you never know with this lockdown and new legislations, with this old surveillance system. You will be asked that soon, trust me.
I was just concerned there was like a minimum requirement. That was worrying me.
Yeah, I reckon British could become a kid a joke. Listen.
Just lost 100,000 viewers.
No, I'm only kidding. No, don't say that. We're going to cut that off, of course, please.
We're certainly not going to cut it off, but yeah, I'm sure people know you're joking. Yeah, it's fine.
Right, listen, okay, so with this pandemic, you never know, with this all new surveillance kind of systems, you might be asked for reproductive services. Do you know what I'm saying? So whatever, not services, what you call reproductive survey.
Yeah.
Whatever. My English gone down suddenly because I tangled myself. I brought myself to the dangerous territory, contemplating beyond my vocabulary. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's what it is. So Kold Wars, man, brilliant. I'm really excited. It's a really good fight. Seriously, all I need is a real publicity and to get the word out there for people to be aware what's going on. They would love the fights. I'd love to do these events going into September, August, October, right until New Year, bring more and more stuff. My ideas as well, I have Kold Wars, the weight categories, Kold Wars cruiserweights, Kold Wars heavyweights, Kold Wars debutants. Imagine Ruskies against Brits, the debutants, 0-0. You don't know. Do your due diligence. Look at his, amateur records and stuff. It's brilliant. I just want to eliminate this cliche about losing your O.
And I guess unless we see some Brits on one of these top ranked shows that are going on at the moment, the first chance to see British boxers back in action after the COVID-19 shutdown will be on Kold Wars.
100%. You know what I'm saying? In God's will. And just thank you very much for actually expanding on that and reminding me that. I read a comment yesterday. Oh, British promoters, come on, boys. You're getting mugged by Europeans and Dana. Let me set the record straight. I've been residing in United Kingdom for 25 years, more than half of my life. Yes, I have thick Russian accent. Some people say I sound Dutch, but I do speak reasonable English to convey myself and fully understand your humor, hopefully. And also, I am a British licensed British Boxing Board of Control promoter. So therefore, I've got disappointing news for the haters. I am a British promoter, and I am bringing a British boxing back to the UK, probably earlier than anybody else. And you should be happy. Don't judge me for my accent. Come on. And yes, it is in Europe because we have problem with the lockdown in the United Kingdom. So I just don't want to be deprived of opportunity to give opportunity to others to fight and for us to spectate. And that's what I want to do. We should be celebrating, not hating. Do you know what I mean?
I agree. I think everyone should be embracing the fact that boxing's back and that there's some British interest at last, and you've beaten the kind of major promoters to that mantle, which is a personal thing for you, but also great for us because it means boxing gets started a little bit earlier.
Beautiful, beautiful. But I'll be honest with you completely. Hands on heart, beating British promoters to the date never was a driving force in my head for a second. All I wanted is to get out there and make my Kold Wars. And coincidentally, in God's will, it's panned out that it's possible from 9th of July. Let's hope everything going to be okay. There's no second line of pandemic or second stage. I don't know. I mean, I think we had enough. I do believe we don't want no second stage of pandemic, and it's obviously subsiding. I don't know. What's the statistic in the UK? Is it declining or is it still the same?
It's definitely declining. I haven't seen today's latest stats, but looking at yesterday's, the number of new infections were down. The death rate's massively down. So hopefully, no second wave aside, then we'll be okay. But that's the big question mark, isn't it?
It is. Hopefully, I mean, if the second wave coming, it probably will be. I mean, it's not coming. Let's just don't even talk about it. I mean, wasting time. No. So that's what it is, basically, Kold Wars. And I just want to say to British guys, this is a perfect opportunity for you to showcase yourself on televised platform in the circumstance when you're not fighting people who came there to survive and earn the money so they can feed their family. So let's see what you're about, honestly. Let's swim in the deep waters. I will look after you. I'll provide you the opportunity and I will provide you the equality. Let's go and test yourself, honestly. I can tell you this as well. The fatalities in boxing, there is much less of a chance in the equal match out.
Of course.
Do you know that? 100%. So this is a competitive sport and I want to see the fights. Guys, let's challenge yourself. Get your fat asses from the sofa. Get back to the gym. Because I'm speaking to people and they say, oh, Al, we can't open the gym till 8th of July. And I'm thinking, no, you can't. You don't want to open the gym till 8th of July. And therefore, lots of fighters deprived. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I mean, whoever wants to fight will find the way in the back of their garden or whatever it is. That's what Russians been doing.
Well, so for fans that want to get kind of latest developments as they happen, is it siestaboxing.com? Is that where they should be checking out?
Twitter, Siesta Boxing Twitter, Siesta Boxing Instagram, Siesta Boxing website, Al Siesta Twitter, Al Siesta Instagram. Personally, guys, we will flood you with brand new information. Trust me, the word will find the way out there. I guarantee you. Have you noticed that I've been speaking lots of Russians, and I tell you the biggest flip in the accent, let me say, in phonetical, the biggest phonetical flip is your W's become V's.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because when you speak lots of Russians,
Vladimir Klitschko, for example.
Yeah. I mean, there's a fine line between Vladimir and Borat, you see? Very fine line. I've been trading Borat recently quite a few times,
really?
I know.
Yeah,
definitely. Look like Russian. Apparently, people said I look like Boris the Bullet Dodger from...
Oh,
yeah, which is no problem. Don't worry about the dog, Boris, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Great stuff. Well, we look forward to seeing Kold Wars and finding more information as it develops. I think we should probably catch up again on here maybe in a couple of weeks' time so we can get an update on exactly what's happening, give it a bit more of a final push.
Definitely. Let's go Kold Wars, man. Let's go Kold Wars. There's no any other way. This is a gulag. There's no way back, man. I'm telling you. Thank you, man.
Al, always a pleasure. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.
God bless you, bro. Thank you. Take
care.
Bye.